During the pandemic, I'd come into this room and I think it was another day at the desk. And one thing I really wanted was actually to come into the room and just be able to put my laptop down on something at this height, standing height, and be able to actually just thrash out some emails, work on the laptop away from the main desk at that height, just to have that bit of a rest from sitting down. So thank you very much to Flexi Spot who have sent me out this. They've sent me out this, which as you can see is for healthy mind and healthy body. Healthy body and healthy mind, and wouldn't we all want some of that? So I'm going to put that together today. Well, let's see how it goes. I have no idea how long it's going to take. Yeah, I'm going to let you know my thoughts about it. This package is incredibly heavy. This is the base. This is the E7 that they've sent me. If you want to look it up on their website, obviously the links will be down in the description. This is the most ambitious unboxing I've done yet. The largest unboxing. This, I went for the smaller of the tabletops that you can get. This is the maple surface tabletop, but they've also sent me some things for cable management because, well, one thing that I definitely need to do is a bit of cable management in my life. So we'll see how this goes. Wow, that's heavy. I think the motors are built into the legs here. I'll try and bring you along the journey and show you how it's constructed as well. Haven't actually seen any instructions yet, but I'm sure we'll get to that. Seems to be the base of the legs. I can do this. So it actually starts with the tabletop, which is, I have to get that out, and it says better to use a drill, so let's go get that sorted. Drill prepared. Brilliant drill this. Brushless Makita, if you want to evaluate everything. One concern avoided because I saw one review video of this and they actually had some scratches on the desk, and this looks perfectly fine. So I think they must have got unlucky with one that had either been used and then repackaged, or that just didn't come out of the factory right or something. But this one, I can't see any marks on the actual desk. Looks nice, right? It's a heavy desk. And that's one of the impressive things about this. It seems to be a very powerful set of motors that they've got running here. I've seen all kinds of videos of people sitting on these desks going up and down, so that's going to be interesting. So step one, these little ones attached to this thing here. This is going to go on either end. It does actually say use the small blue boxes. I don't see the blue boxes, but I've just propped it up on these to allow me to install that a bit easier. So the next step is to make it the same size as this, and then to go ahead and install this onto that bracket there, and better use the drill. So there's basically 4 little screws here that you can adjust the size of this frame. It does give you instructions if there aren't holes, because you could theoretically put any tabletop you want on top of this. My dad always taught me to tighten things sort of alternately. Thanks, Dad. Next thing that's going to go on are the leg columns, and then the feet are going to attach to them, and I guess it can just go up and down to whatever height. You certainly wouldn't want a desk at the current height. Maybe somebody would, maybe for kids. 4 screws into these feet. Almost there. I see, so the Ethernet is for this thing, and this can be installed on either side, depending on where you want it. So in terms of the connections, looks pretty straightforward, to be fair. I don't think it matters which side the Ethernet style cable goes into. And there's 2, maybe you can just have 2. Here we are, and the power. Now, cable management is my difficulty. I won't show you my shame, but Flexi Spot have sent out to help me with that. There's a cover goes on all over this though. The last thing is like a tray that covers up the whole thing. I'm not sure I follow that, to be honest. So it doesn't seem like the world's greatest solution for the cable tray. You just have to kind of snap it on. But they obviously need to have a different solution depending on what size of desk top you've got. Because if this is stretched out to the limit, you can't connect it in the same way as this. So I have to forgive it. At least it has a cable tidy. Just tighten them up a bit. And there you have it. It's most definitely a desk. Yeah, it does seem pretty darn sturdy. That was pretty easy. I mean, how long did that take? Probably took about half an hour to build that. So it is indeed remarkably quick. And yeah, it's just as simple as the up arrow moves up, down arrow moves it down. But also it's very easy to set memories, and you've got 4 memory settings, I think. Oh, no, just 2. Oh, you got a stand. Yeah, you got 4. You got a stand and you got a sit. And this is the shot that I've seen lots of people doing in videos. It is quite a powerful little motor, right? Is it feeling sturdy up there, Steph?
Yep, very sturdy and incredibly fast.
Good.
Wow, that's high.
This is high, isn't it?
Can I get down?
Yeah. Well, I guess it has to be, because it could have quite heavy monitors on it, doesn't it? So that's job done, and it's a case of accessories and having a little look through the instructions. It does say that there is an automatic stop if there is a object in the way. There's a kind of reset. You have to go all the way to the bottom if it displays that it needs to be reset, so that's fine. And the maximum load 161 kilograms, which is more than my wife weighs. But again, I'm not going to go and exceed that, but just say that it won't go. Or if it just stops, it's because it's over the weight limit. So don't put up more than 161 kilograms, which is quite a lot. There we go, and then there's warranty stuff. And thanks very much to Flexi Spot for sending out some accessories along for this thing, so I can really try it as it's meant to be used. Nice. This is like a cable management sort of tray. Get that screwed in with you. That's less exciting setup. And then there's this, which is like a flexible cable tidy here, which just allows you to have a cable run which can change length, obviously, when the thing goes up and down. So that's pretty essential for tidy cables. And then lastly is actually also being able to have your dual monitor setup. Going back to that pandemic, don't we all just find essential about working? This is a monitor arm which I'm going to get set up when I've got a monitor to go on it. Watch this space on that one for its own little video, really setting up that. So this, the Flexi Spot, first impressions, yeah, very impressed. As that place where you're just going to come in with your laptop, isn't got got the lack of sturdiness that some people sort of pointed out, the clank, but no, this doesn't have that. So good. I'll be back after using it for a few days, and then I will do a full review on this, the Flexi Spot E7 standing desk. So far I'm really enjoying this. I mean, it's fitting really well into my workflow. It strangely makes this room feel a little bit bigger, just having this extra sort of space here and my original desk on the side there. This is the build out video, and then I'll be back with more detailed thoughts after these, just my first thoughts. I'm not sure I'm going to need both the cable tidy and the rack. We'll see after I fit them, but cable tidying is my nemesis. You might be able to see some evidence of that there, and I'm kind of constantly working on that. I think I might need to get some professional help, so Ian, if you're listening, come and help me tidy my cables. The thing about the cable tidy itself is it needs to be screwed in, and there's no pre-drilled holes, and I can see why you do that, because you might want to put it in a different place depending on your own use case, and so if they pre-drilled some holes, then it wouldn't necessarily be in the right place for you. But I personally am a little bit worried about drilling into this in case I split the desk. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine though. I just need to actually do that. I'll be doing that for the full review. This power unit is great though, having this USB-C and Type A slot as well on there, and the 3 extra ports there actually directly on the desk. I mean, this desk is fantastic. I'm really impressed how quickly it moves up and down. I'm just generally pretty pleased with it. You've got the 4 predetermined heights. Yeah, it's a good desk. It's really sturdy. Doesn't have a lot of lateral shake, especially for being up at this height. So yeah, my first thoughts are that I love it. There's choice of size. This is one of the smaller sizes, and there's choices of color as well, and just check them out at the website below. And also there are savings in January, so do check that link. Throughout January there's up to 30% off on the Flexi Spot store. So not an affiliate link and not a sponsored video, but thank you once again to Flexi Spot for sending this desk out for review. I'll be back with my full review just in a matter of weeks.